Good morning, viewers, and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, we are going to look at rigid motion, popularly known as transformation. In this topic, we are going to look at how to transform points using the various transformations. So we'll talk about rotation, talk about reflection, we'll talk about translation, and also talk about enlargement or dilation. Now, before we can do all these transformations, we have to learn how to plot points on a graph. So our objectives for today is that we are going to plot points on a graph, learn how to plot points on a graph. Also, we'll learn how to join the points to form shapes. So with the help of the points, we can either have a triangle, we can have a quadrilateral, we can have any polygon ours, provided that we join them together. Now let's see how we are going to label or name points. Now a point is written as x, y. The point is written as xy. This means that whichever point you have, the s coordinate comes first, followed by the y. Yes. So now the s coordinate, where are we to, or where can we locate the s coordinate? When you move left or right on the graph, you find or you know, or that is where the x axis is. So now let's see. When you have a graph, this is a graph. Now this horizontal line represents the x axis. So you can either move left or right. Now, this particular graph with the horizontal line as the x-axis, from this origin, this is 0. So that's the origin, that's the center. If you move right, you are moving to the positive x-axis. When you are here and you move left, you are moving to the negative x-axis. Yes, so that is the x-axis for us. When you move left or right, then you are moving across the x-axis. Now, if you want to look at the y coordinates, you must either move up or down, depending on what value you are looking for, being negative or positive. Now let's see. When it comes to the graph, this vertical line also represents our y-axis. Now this is our center. Now if you move upwards, this represents the positive y-axis. At the same time, when you are in this center and you move downwards, this is our negative y-axis. Now, we know that to label a point or to plot a point, we will need the x, we will need the y. So depending on the point given, if you have a positive x value, you come here. And you have a positive y value, you come here. So this quadrant will help us label or plot a point with the positive x coordinate and positive y coordinate. Then this quadrant will also help us to plot a point with a negative s coordinate. So if you have a negative s coordinate, then you come here. The same way, you have a positive y coordinate, then you are expected to get the points in this quadrant. When it comes to these quadrants, we have the negative s coordinate and the negative y coordinate. So anytime you have a point that has the negative x and negative y, you are expected to get the points in this quadrant. And the last quadrant, if you are plotting a point with the x coordinate being positive and the y coordinate being negative, then you are expected to get the points here. Now let's see how to plot our first point. Now this is our first point, x, a, which is 2, 3. So we know that the 2 represents our x and the 3 represents our y. Realize that the x is positive and the y is also positive. Yes. For you to see it clearly, let's see. This is our x, this is our x, and this is our y. So the y represents the 3, then the x also represents the 2. Yes, so that is that. Now let's see how to locate this point. There is this move 2 units right and 3 units up. So where are we going to start? Now we have point 2, 3. So at the center, since this is the positive x-axis, at the center I move 2 units to the right. So 1, 2, the right. Then our y coordinates is what? Positive 3. is positive 3. So this is what we do. After moving from the center to the right 2 units, then move up 3 units. So 1, 2, 3. So this is where the point will be. So when you get there, just locate the points. So this is our points. So 2, 3. This is where the point will be. So we have plot our first point. Let's say that we have a different point which you are to plot. But this point should fall in this quadrant. Now, this is the point. We have -5 and 3. -5 and 3. So this is where the point will be. -5 and 3. So point B is -5, 3. Always the S will come first, irrespective of the sign, being negative or positive. We look at the S coordinates before we look at the Y. So their intersection is where we are going to form the point. So -5, 3. You can also have another point here, and this point will be named as -5, -3, -5, -3. Now, if you have a point here, yes, this point will be what? 5, -3, 5, -3. So always write the the S coordinate first before the Y, and that describes how to label points. So now you can label points. Now, sometimes you have a point, let's say um, we have a point like um, we have 4, 0. Say we have this, we have 4, we have 4, comma, we have 0. How are you going to plot this point? Let's see how you're going to plot this point on the graph. So 4, 0. Now this is our 4. This is our x 4. So it will be here. Then since it is on the line, our y is 0. So on this particular line, any point on this line will have the y component to be 0. So if you have a point here, you have -5, 0. When you have a point here, you have -8, 0. When you have a point here, we have -10, 0. When you have a point here, we have 9, we have 8, 0. So these are how we label points. Okay, now you know how to label these points. But what if the point falls on this vertical line? How are we also going to name that one? So assuming that we have a point like um we have a point like uh 0, 0, comma 2, a point like this. How are we going to plot this point? Now let's go to our graph. 0, 2. So we come to our graph. Since the y is 2 and it is positive, we come to this side. So this is where the point will be. So on this line 2, our x is 0. Then our y, we label our y. So this is 0, 2. Then here is what? 0, -2. This is 0, -2. We have um we have 0, 1. We have 0, 4. We have 0, 5, 6. So these are the points we're talking about. Yes. So these are how to label points. These are how to label points. These are how to label points. Now let's go to our next slide. Now forming shapes on a graph. Let's look at how to form shapes on a graph. Now we can label these points. So let's go back and form this shape. This is a triangle there because it has 3 points, A, B, and C. We are going to plot these points on the graph. So the first point is 1, 1. So let's plot that point on the graph. So the first point is 1, 1. So 1 is here, +1 on the x. So x is positive, y is positive. So we have 1, 1 here. Then our next point is what? 4, 1. Our next point is 4, 1. So we have 4 here, we have our 1 here. So the point will be here. So A is what? 1, 1. B is what? 4, 1. Then go to our next point. Our next point is what? 2, 4. So 2, 4. This is our 2, and this is our 4. So the point will be here. Yes. So we have formed our 3 points. We have formed our 3 points. Now, let's look at what next we have to do. Now we have plotted the points. Use a ruler to join A to B, B to C, and C to A. Use a ruler to join A to B, B to C, and C to A. Now, if you join all these, a triangle be formed. So let's see how we are going to form this triangle. So you are going to join them together. We're going to join them together. You have a line segment, join A to B, then join what? B to C, then join what? C to A. So this is our triangle. So we can have shapes depending on what the points we have. So let's see, we can have a quadrilateral. So assuming that I'm going to have a quadrilateral is a figure, a four-sided shape or figure. So let's say we have a point here, we have another point here, we have another point here, we have another point here. You can join this one to form a quadrilateral. Yes. So just join this one to that, join this to that, join this to that, join this to that, then join this to that. So you have a quadrilateral. This is our shape. Now you see we have joined these points together to form this shape. Whichever shape you want to form, you must get the points. That is why you must know how to label the points correctly so that you have the accurate shape. Yes. So if you look at these points, then you can see that this is what? -8, then 4. Point D is -8, 4. Point E is -10, 2. Point F is -5, 1. Point G is -3, 5. So you see, these are the points we have joined to form this quadrilateral. So now we know how to plot points, and we know how to join these points to form a shape. In the next lecture or in the next video, I'm going to teach you how to translate, how to reflect, how to rotate, and how to enlarge a shape using these transformations. So I'll be expecting you to watch the next video. Thanks for watching.